and thank you so much for tuning in to Respectfully with Miss Pretty Young Thing. I'm your girl PYT, and let's get into it. So, y'all, I am going to do a quick beat, fix my hair, and we are going to talk about Joseline's Cabaret, Texas, episode 10. So, we know episode 10 just came out this past Sunday, and I wanted to go ahead and divulge before I get ready for this brunch. Y'all, it's my last day in Puerto Rico. I'm going to miss it. But of course, we did not miss out on Joseline's Cabaret. So let's go ahead and discuss. And before we do that, if y'all could please do me a favor, like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe, let your friends know, and turn those post notifications on, baby. Okay? So, of course, let's go ahead and discuss. So when it came to the episode, so first we have the recap. After the recap, we start off with the Domino music video shoot. So Des Gray, I believe, is the name of the mastermind behind the Domino music video looks and things of that nature. And we know Joseline was extremely excited to work with her because she worked with so many big name artists. One thing about it, shout out to Joseline's hustle, because she is not sleeping on her craft or her talent. Like, on Love and Hip Hop, we could sit here and laugh about it all we want to, but it doesn't change the fact that she has made, mighty moves in the game ever since, breaking out of the mold of, Mona, what's it called? Mona, what was her name? Mona Me. There we go. Mona Me Productions. Okay. I think her name was Mona. Mona Scott Young. There we go. I don't know why it was so hard for me to think of that. But big shout out to Joseline nonetheless. Okay. So, of course, we make it to the Domino music video. The set is being created. Of course, we've seen bits and pieces throughout the intro of Joseline's Cabaret as a whole. So we know, like, what it becomes. And she ended up picking the finalists of the dancers. And one of them included Miss Thick Light Skin Lexi. Okay. Now, Lexi Gold was one of the people that she picked alongside my favorite girl Raven, some of the others such as Danny, Voodoo Doll, Showgirl Neek, and I believe there was one more after that. I think the pretty dark skin one that be wearing glasses, if I'm not mistaken. So they're on the set of the Domino video. All the girls are stepping out. They're super excited. Raven is talking about how she's only done one music video before, and it was for an unnamed artist that the video didn't even air. Girl, I feel you, because long story short, I've done modeling before. I've done a couple music videos. The only big music video I've ever done is Glorilla. Link will be in the details right here. Shout me out in the comments. And other than that, every other video I've done was for, like, independent artists that break out, that's trying to emerge, and little things like that, small favors for friends, nothing too crazy. So I definitely understand Raven being excited for a mainstream celebrity to be able to be in her music video. So big shout out to all the girls that are actually out here perfecting their craft by way of Joseline's Cabaret. All right. So, what you call it? The choreographer comes in, and so does Voodoo. And Joseline asked them, are they excited? Basically, letting them know the rundown of everything that's about to take place. And in the midst of that, Joseline lets them know, hey, not all the girls that are here are going to be participating in the Domino video. So, of course, they're looking confused, because it's like, who are we letting go? Why are not everybody participating? And of course, we've seen the preview of the video, so we knew that it was going to be of the episode, and we knew that it was going to be Lexi Gold that was going to be participating. Now, Joseline does not go into details with the two of them in order to let them know that she is not going to be participating. She just lets them know to let her know, let Nancy know, to get out of set immediately. And that information was going to be extremely interesting coming from Voodoo, which is probably why the choreographer ended up helping. I don't know why his name escapes me right now. but it's probably why he's the one that assisted with the sending of the with the information. Let me know in the comments how you feel about that information. If you were Lexi, coming from your op, because you already know that they are not fond of each other as far as her and Voodoo. So for her to be the one being the bearer of bad news, you can tell by way of the confessionals that Lexi felt some type of way, that the other girls thought it was a setup, like maybe Voodoo put, a bug in her ear. And it's crazy how the episode played out because it wasn't even Voodoo that put the bug in the girl's ear. But we gonna go ahead and continue talking about it. But basically, she lets Voodoo know, don't let her down easy. Keep it business though. Don't be, put personal into it. It's just a matter of, some disloyal activity that I have come across, and we need to dismiss her from the set immediately. She is not going to be a part of the demo video, whatever, whatever. So honestly, it is what it is. Like, I already knew from the preview that it had to be Natalie Nunn related, and we should all know why. Her and Joseline don't like each other. They do not like each other. Their shows are the best shows on Zeus Network. Their shows are the only shows on Zeus Network. The only shows that have been updated as of the past, 2 years, I can say. So until Erica Mena's show comes out, which who knows how long that's going to take to edit, especially with the passing of the one person that was a part of the set. So it's one of those things where it's just like, if you that's the only thing that makes sense. It's the only thing that makes sense. It's the only person that at this phase in Joseline's career during Love and Hip Hop, we knew whatever she was mad about was Mimi related. Where she is in her life right now, we know anything that she's mad about, Natalie Nunn has something to do with it. So I already felt like that was the situation. So basically, they end up pulling Lexi to the side and letting him know, look, you ain't gotta go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Joseline said, go back to the home. Joseline said, you might not be a part of the cabaret, whatever the case may be. But the choreographer ends up pulling her to the side, telling her, look, we're gonna fix this. We don't know what's going on, but practice, practice, practice. Stay on your P's and Q's. Don't let them don't get caught lacking until we figure out what's going on. Just still consider yourself a part of what it is that we have going on, which I appreciate him for doing that, because it's one of those things where, like, that's embarrassing, especially for that to happen on TV, especially for that to air. But at the same token, Lexi should have checked, you know, every inch of what she was doing before making her move. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that Natalie doesn't like Joseline. Everybody knows that Joseline doesn't like Natalie. So the way this kind of played out, honestly, it played out in the best of situations, but at the same token, it could have been worse. So from there, she ends up getting escorted through the black van back to the house, whatever the case may be. So of course, now we pan back to the house where the ladies are sitting on the couch, basically saying how they wish they would have been, a part of the Diamond Low video, that they have been practicing, that they can't wait for, their big bust or whatever the case may be. Now, in the midst of the ladies discussing, Lexi Gold ends up walking in. So, of course, they're looking like, girl, why are you here and not there? Why are they there and you're here? What's going on? So then she's basically saying, I don't know what it is, but I'm not in the video anymore. I don't know why, but Joseline needs to talk to me later. So I'm gonna we gonna get to the bottom of it. I think it's related to Voodoo, because she was the one that, she didn't tell the girls that Voodoo brought the bad news, but she did tell the girls that she was escorted out by the choreographer, or whatever the case may be. And she basically expressed that, she worked extremely hard to get this far. She's been practicing and working her butt, which we know that, because even in, was it the last episode of that? So before that, where Joseline basically was just like, yo, I see your hard work. I see you. And she started crying. Like, she is one of the good dancers. Her body is bomb. She is definitely cabaret material, or whatever the case may be. So then, of course, we pan out to the music video. Everything is new, everything is nice. I might put the link to the YouTube video in the caption of this video just so that y'all know which video I am talking about. Of course, we're talking about Joseline Hernandez Domino music video, which is the theme song to Joseline's Cabaret, Texas as well. So, of course, while they're doing the video or whatever, Showgirl Me is answering up. There's a scene, there's a part of the song where everyone is up, and for some reason, Showgirl Me is down, and you know that Joseline is a perfectionist. So the first thing she does is single this girl out and ask whether or not she should even be in the video. And respectfully, it's the secondhand embarrassment that I be feeling for these ladies when Joseline be calling them out, because it's one of those things where it's just like, I can't find my other concealer, so I'm gonna bust this one wide open. It's a secondhand embarrassment because it's one of those things where it's just like the way she say it, and then she doesn't say it directly to them. She always says it in third person, like, "Who is this girl? What does she know? Does she not know the choreography? Does she want to be in the video? Does she want to be kicked out the camera?" She always says it in a way that's just like not to you, but about you to everyone else, and that is it doesn't get any less embarrassing every time I see it. But I guess she ended up getting it together as far as the choreo goes, because I believe she ended up continuing on set. I don't recall her getting kicked out or anything like that, but they ended up doing a good job finishing up. It was a wrap. Big shout out to the director for the great scenes. The scenes were freaking amazing. Of course, she had the horse. One thing about Joseline, she gonna remind you that she is a what's it called? An equestrian, baby. She is going to remind you that she is an equestrian. All right. So then from there, the director, of course, pulls her to the side, lets her know, that was a great take, that she did amazing. Her hair looked great as well. That midnight blue, I've wanted to experiment with that midnight blue for a long time, but I said I was going to do it in braids. But now that I've seen it in a bust down, no, it wasn't a bust down, it was a side part, long to the legs, baby. It's giving, it needs to be done ASAP. So of course, we make it back to the house after the download music video. Basically, all the girls are around. They are saying their takes on everything, how it went, discussing Lexi and the dismissal and things of that nature. Honestly, there's nothing that they can do about it. So it is what it is. And let me know in the comments how you feel about Joseline's choices as far as the music video goes, because I feel like those were the right choices. I feel like I hate the fact that Lexi Gold could not be a part of the winning team, because she, in my eyes, definitely deserved it. But then at the same token, she kind of sort of stripped that opportunity away from herself. So, sorry, I'm being clumsy like always. So yeah, it's one of those things where like there's nothing that we could do about it. There's nothing that they could do about it. There's nothing that Lexi could do to fix it. It was like a done deal. Because Joseline 100%, like I said before, values loyalty. And I feel like even if we pan back, that's where Wet Wet messed up too. Because Wet Wet kind of sort of put her in a position where she could easily show that she is not like there for Joseline. She screamed it outside when she was no longer the house mom and all. So it's not like Joseline was wrong, but she was good for TV. So it's not like Joseline was wrong to not bring her back either, because we know that Wet Wet brings views, and that Wet Wet was like, one of Joseline's breakout stars when it came to the most recent season. So it's still one of those things where I don't know. She kind of just shot herself in the foot. No Megan when it came to that. So house mom comes in, aka Voodoo, and has conversation with Joseline, and basically her and Danny are in Joseline. I'm gonna call this Joseline's office. I think I mentioned it, the office before because it's the same place that Wet Wet got dusted after trying to dust. That's the same place where a lot of things go down. Okay. So it is in this scene that we find out it was not Voodoo that got her in trouble. It was Danny that got Lexi Gold kicked off Bad and Bougie. Okay. She got Lexi kicked off Bad and Bougie. The reason being, we were right. It is because Lexi Gold auditioned for Baddies. Now, I do not recall seeing her in any of the auditions. Y'all, if y'all end up finding her, let me know in the comments which episode it was, because remember, it was a 3-part audition. I really would like to see where it was. Now, clearly, she did not get a ticket, but at the same token, she ended up getting chosen for Joseline's Cabaret. So it's one of those things where it's just like, are you show hopping? Are you really here for the cabaret? Or are you here to just become a breakout star on Zeus and utilize me? And as far as Joseline, as you know, the deal break, I don't know, the platform to create your platform, because Joseline's Cabaret is all about highlighting Joseline to find people to assist Joseline, on her tours and things of that nature. And then on top of that, she found out that she makes music. So it's one of those things where, like, now you really look like you have an agenda, which I can understand from Joseline's perspective, because how Joseline kind of sort of said it was like, if you want to be a star, you can go ahead and be a star. In the words of Tasiki, if you want to be a star, I'm going to make you a star. So basically, Joseline was ready to, kick her off Bad and Bougie, because if you're not here for Bad and Bougie, I might as well leave you off of Bad and Bougie. Because if you're not here, like, if you're not solely dedicated to Joseline's Cabaret and going on the tour and, get into the bag by way of the choreography, by way of Domino, by way of La Da Del, by way of, let's get right, let's get paid, let's get all over this money. So one of those things where it's just like, what we gonna do? So Joseline ends up pulling all of the ladies together. All right, so now they go into the choreography meeting space, because there's a lot of meeting spaces in the house. Now we go to the choreography meeting space, which is like that spot near the staircase or whatever the case may be. So Joseline is basically letting the ladies know what's going on with Lexi Gold, and we interrupt this programming to bring you a performance by the ladies that are basically trying to let Hennessy know that her coochie stink. Broken pussy. It really gave broken pussy. The ladies that know what I'm talking about. Broken pussy. So still one of those things where, which is like, it was as awkward as the broken pussy performance, except it was like clout chasing, because like you're really doing mean girl, white girl ish. No shade to my white subscribers, but like you're doing Pink Friday, it's Friday, we wear pink, you don't fit in type of things to a young lady who can care less about any of y'all, who's genuinely there for the cabaret and isn't there to make friends and isn't there to, like entertain the shenanigans that they are Listen, they shenanigans once. You knew there was going to shenanigan. So she was not phased by the BS, which I appreciate her for that. Henny didn't even blink an eye. Joseline asked her straight up, how did she feel about their performance? Because they were in all orange and throwing like monostat and random things at her. And she was just like, I don't care. Like, it was a good performance. I don't care. Back to the bag. Which, honestly, good for you. Okay? Good for you. Okay, so from there, Joseline ends up getting to the meat and potatoes of the conversation, which is Lexi Gold. So she basically lets everybody know that the reason why Lexi Gold wasn't a part of this video is because she was doing other things with other Zeus network shows audition wise and doesn't think that she is really here for the cabaret. So if you're not here for the cabaret, you can fly away. Okay? And that's basically how she broke it down, which honestly is fair game. Like you can't really be mad at Joseline's hustle because at the end of the day, she is the one of the breakout stars of Zeus. She is, you know, the first big, series for Zeus. We know it for Black China's situation with her mom, but Joseline's Cabaret was the reason why I got Zeus in the first place. And then Baddies was discovered a little after, like maybe a season into or halfway through the season of Joseline's Cabaret. So it's still one of those things where like this is her baby. Like she created this. She is actually the owner of the show. All shade. All shade included. So I get it. So let me know in the comments whether or not you feel like Joseline was foul for that, or you feel like there's more to it, or you feel like it was solely based on her beef with Natalie Nunn that she basically let her know that she cannot dibble and dabble in both, or whatever the case may be. I personally understand where she is coming from. Like I said before, it's still one of those things where Lexi, if I feel like if Lexi had mentioned it before, Joseline would have gave her a little bit more grace and would have been like, thank you for your honesty. You still a bad bitch, and it is what it is. And we probably would have never heard it on TV unless Joseline got mad at her. Because, when Joseline gets mad, she gets the gift again. What did I drop? Drop the, what you call it? So, yes, I feel like had Lexi Gold mentioned it to Joseline before, it wouldn't have been what it was. By the time Danny brought the information, it wouldn't have been what it was. You get what I'm saying? It would have just been like, oh, I know that already. Or it might have backfired on Danny and them because it would have just been like, oh, so y'all, trying to take out the good girls for the sake of competition. And Joseline might have flipped the script. You never know. Like, it could have been played out in any which way, in any, like, it could have easily went in a different direction. That's essentially what I'm saying. So let me know in the comments how you felt about that ordeal as it played out. Okay. But essentially, I was actually extremely shocked to see that Lexi Gold ended up being able to stay in the cabaret, knowing how Joseline is. I thought this was the end of days, that, it's so hard to say goodbye to Lexi Gold. I thought that was it. But Joseline, give her another chance. That's how you know Joseline is really turning another leaf when it comes to, these ladies, and that she's actually cares and is actually taking a liking to them and is actually like, the substance is substancing when it comes to, the treatment of them and how she feels and how she, you know, utilizes her resources by way of them as a whole. And it's just like, it's interesting, and I'm proud of her, and I love it for her because it humanizes her in that way. Because you can tell that these ladies are shitting bricks whenever Joseline comes around. But for her to show that she has a heart and that she actually, like, isn't just all about her, but it's all about them as well, and would like to see them win, whether or not it's on her platform or not. 100% humanizes her in my eyes. Now, I'm not sure what this means for Danny and Voodoo because, like I said before, everybody probably assumed that it was Voodoo that did that, but we know that Danny is the one that found the information or done the research or whatever it was that she did. Maybe the auditions was happening at the same time as the recording, and she ended up getting the scoop. I don't know. She wanted the scoop. She wanted the tea. I don't know how it took place, but either or it took place. So she ended up saying they end up going to practice. They end up starting to get set preparations for some of the different songs that they have for Joseline's next tour of Texas or whatever the case may be. So everybody, of course, is on the stage. They're dancing. They're getting everything together. You already know they got to make sure that what you call it, get jiggy with it. Doing cha cha is doing cha cha. So she made sure she get all of the girls in their positions or whatever the case may be. And now it's time to do cha cha. Oceans. I'm shocked that she has not been eliminated yet, but we haven't gotten an elimination in a couple episodes. So I feel like, although it is overdue, I feel like it is coming because Oceans can't dance. Okay, Oceans cannot dance. Like this lady got two left feet. She dances very, very much Karen like. Like if you doubt what her ethnicity is, just watch her doing cha cha, and you instantly know what time it is. And I say that in the most respectful way. She cannot dance. Okay. So that being said, Oceans attempts to do her big one and is instantly snatched off the stage. And it's crazy because she's one of the only ones that Joseline does that for. The rest of them, she just be like, get out of my way. Or she'll just pick straight up who the best ones are. Or whatever, however it is that she decides to do it that way. Or Ricardo, that's his name. Or she'll have Ricardo, select the best ones and kind of sort of go like that. But I don't know. Like, let me know in the comments how you feel. Let me know who you think is going to be the next one to get eliminated from the show. Because, like I said, we have not done a single elimination in a very, very long time, at least for the past 3 episodes. I feel like the last person to leave wasn't even eliminated because the last person that left was Jigsaw. So if Jigsaw was the last person to leave and she left due to a medical emergency, like when is the next one going to take place? So from there, of course, like I said, Ocean is taken from the stage, and Ricardo was basically asked who he feels the best girls are, and why certain girls aren't on the stage, and basically kind of sort of just getting down to the nitty gritty, and like it's looking like it's going to be an elimination soon. Okay, I'm hoping for a double elimination next episode. I would love to see somebody get eliminated at the end, at the beginning of the episode, and then maybe another elimination towards the end of the episode, just to kind of sort of, put some icing on the cake or whatever the case may be. And because of the fact that we have not eliminated in a long time, I'm a big fan of elimination shows. I love MasterChef. So MasterChef, once nobody gets eliminated for a long time, that means danger is coming. Like if nobody gets eliminated in one episode, that means the next episode two people are getting eliminated. If everybody did a good job in one episode in groups of three, that means three people are getting eliminated in the next episode. You know what I'm saying? So because of the fact that no one has gotten eliminated for the past couple episodes, I feel like that instantly should mean for them that, a super elimination is on the way. But that's basically where they end the episode. And from there, you can see the preview to the next episode involves them dancing on the stage, which means the tour has officially begun. Danny gets told by herself. Okay, so you see that happening. You see Showgirl Neek versus Hennessy, once again, part 17 of them fighting. You see Oceans yelling at the top of her lungs at who knows. You see somebody on the floor getting stomped out. I think it's the showgirl Neek again, whatever the case may be. Ocean's eye is healing. Okay, big shout out to the eye that is healing. Um, it's a lot of moving pieces. So we're going to see what happens in the next episode. Like I said before, hopefully eliminations are about to take place. I need to see some eliminations. I want to see who's going to be making it to the $50,000 because when it comes to Joseline's Cabaret, there are no leaks. It's not like Baddies where I could just look on one of these gossip blog page and jumped 4 episodes ahead because one of the girls went live and was talking about it. I think the only time that happened was what's his little girl name? Wet Wet. Because Wet Wet instantly went to the internet and was just like, F Joseline, F the Cabaret, I made the show, and was doing a whole lot of after the fact of her getting, taken out or whatever the case may be and, dusted back by Joseline or whatever, no shade. But that's the only time that we've seen something like that happen. Hold on, y'all. So yeah, like I said, that's the only time that we've seen that happen. So, child, we gonna see. We gonna see. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to be able to make it to the top when it comes to the show. I honestly am Team Raven. Showgirl Neek, if she gets her attitude together, she can make it into the top 3. With Raven. Who else do I see? I feel like Lexi can make it to the top 5, but once she pissed Joseline off, Joseline might have flashbacks to her at the show, at the Baddies auditions, and she instantly gets snapped. I don't know. Something about, that makes me feel like Joseline is going to get her revenge in another way, at another place, and another time. Let me know if you agree. Yeah, that's honestly how I think everything is going to go. Cause period. All right, so let me take off this melting band and hopefully my hair is where it needs to be, y'all. Okay. But y'all, I really appreciate y'all for getting ready with me. I'm on the way to brunch. Like I said, it's our last day in the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. So, about to go eat some brunch with my friends before some of them fly out. And then my flight isn't until early morning. So, dinner tonight and then fly out tomorrow. So, the next video I have will be of, my Sheen haul for the Puerto Rico trip. So please stay tuned for that. And of course the vlog is going to come. I want to see if I can do some outfit videos tonight before putting everything in my suitcase and kind of try to do a breakdown of everything that I purchased since being out here as well. So please do me a favor, like this video, leave me a comment, let me know what other kind of topics that you want to see. Let me know what part of the trips that you want to see. Let me know if you want me to drop the links to any of the outfits once I do. Of course, today we have another Sheen outfit with the chain matching the earrings, and my shoes are going to be from Fashion Nova, so stay tuned to that. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and thank you so much for tuning in to PYTPV. Respectfully.